Welcome back to Rena MoMoney Plus videos. I'm Rena MoMoney, and today we're going to be talking about how to buy pre-foreclosures. We're going to be talking about how to take over pre-foreclosures. You're going to learn how to take over houses, how to take over pre-foreclosures before they go into foreclosures and before they go back to the bank. And I'm going to show you how. Before we jump in, I want you to know that I post 3 to 4 times a week in reference to real estate, wholesale, finances, general tips and tools on becoming a better you and to help you through this journey of real estate. If you'd like to be mentioned on my next Rena MoMoney video, go ahead and subscribe because I will be randomly mentioning subscribers on the next video and giving you a shout out. I'm making this video today to help out the individuals that are looking to find out how to buy pre-foreclosures. You keep hearing that pre-foreclosures is the best motivated seller lead. Actually, it is. And because of that, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So come on in. Okay, we're about to jump into it, but before I do, I want to give a shout out to Shauna Drake, God's Image K, and Licit B. You three are rocking and rolling. Great start on becoming a better you. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for support. Continue to look to the end. Continue to watch to the end. Continue to click on the Rena MoMoney Plus video. Again, that's Shauna, God's Image K, and Licit. Thank you again. Okay, so let's dive in. You asked, what is pre-foreclosure? Pre-foreclosure is basically the first step into foreclosure. Usually pre-foreclosures happen after the homeowner have missed 2 to 3 payments and the lender sends out this notice. In some states, the notice is called lease pendings. In some other states, it's called notice of default. This is where you jump in and can help out the homeowner. When the homeowner gets their lease pendings or their notice of default, the notice of lease pendings or notice of default, this is the early stages. And again, like I said, this is where you jump in. What I mean by that, this is where you'll send out your marketing tools. This is where you'll send your letters. This is when you'll cold call. This is where you do whatever you do to reach your homeowners, to reach your potential sellers. Like I said, even though the seller is usually behind 2 or 3 months before the lease pendings and the notices start from the lender, again, like I said, this is the early stages. A lot of times the sellers will not even reach out, or should I say the homeowner will not reach out. They're in denial. They don't want to admit it. They will totally ignore every form of everything you're trying to do to reach out to them. They will ignore the phone calls. They will ignore the letters, knowing that they're in trouble and need this help. So this is where you be persistent. And you have more than 1 or 2 touches. You can't send out 1 letter and say, okay, that person didn't reach out. You have to send out 2. You have a system set in place every week, every 2 weeks, especially when you're dealing with pre-foreclosures because they don't have a lot of times. Again, they get a letter at 30 days. They'll get another one at 60. After 90 days, that process is definitely going to start. When that process starts, that's when you jump in with your tools, with your marketing tools. But be sure to find out what's the foreclosure, or should I say pre-foreclosure laws are in your state. Find out the way you can reach the homeowners, the laws in your state. Things have changed. You have Corona that has changed things around the economy. You have the new administration. With the new administration, things have changed because with the new administration and with the Corona, they're offering forbearance. So you'll find a lot of homeowners are getting 3 months forbearance, 6 months, even a year, and then even after the year, getting another extension. So they have forbearance, and that's another reason why the homeowner is not in this big rush to come in. But at the end of the day, they are still going to need that help. The interest rates are really low and the lenders are doing loan modifications as well. Again, this is how you can step in regardless of where they reach out to you at, whether it be 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, you still can step in. You can even help the homeowner with the loan modification, help them get it all in order because one of the things you want to do is see if you can negotiate and get that price down or get some terms changed before you take over. Government-backed loans are working with the homeowners and making it a lot easier to negotiate. Again, most often the sellers will wait till the 11th hour to give you a call, but you still have time. You still have time as long as they do not have, even if they have the auction date, you still have time all the way up until that auction date. So once they call you or you reach them and they're ready to talk, now it's time to find out what's going on. And finding out what's going on, you're going to introduce yourself and you're going to make them comfortable. Once everything is kind of settled down and everyone's comfortable, you've introduced yourself, they've kind of told you their story, and a lot of times the story will start out with why they haven't reached back out to you, or why they haven't did anything about it. You want to get the address. You want to get the address, you want to get the property information, and you want to have your seller script. As you're going down your seller script, find out how much they owe. Find out how much it will take to bring the loan current. Those numbers are very important because it's going to determine how much equity you have to work with there and how much you need to work with this homeowner. Because at the end, you'll be able to know exactly how much you can put in their pocket. You'll know exactly how to fix their problem. Once you find out how much they owe, find out what's needed on the property. Find out what type of rehab, what kind of repairs are needed on the property. That's going to be key in getting your numbers. You're going to have the seller to request, or should I say homeowner, you're going to have the homeowner to request a payoff quote. Go ahead and request that, because a lot of times it takes 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours for the lender to actually send that out. But in pre-foreclosure, they're a little quicker because they can tell at that point you're trying to get it done. Because the seller, or should I say the homeowner, have already talked to that lender at least once or twice and trying to make arrangements and trying to see how they can prolong the foreclosure process. So you have a little time there. So you want to have the seller to contact the lender to get a payoff quote. While you're on the phone with the homeowner, you've already told the homeowner, again, like I said, you've already told the homeowner to get that payoff quote. But what you want to do is also ask that homeowner for the last mortgage statement, the last 2 mortgage statements if you can, but at least that last one, because you'll see a lot of information on there. You'll see how much they're behind. You'll see the exact amount owed and how much they're paying in taxes and insurance and what their interest rate is. Get that last mortgage statement. Again, that statement would have a lot of pertinent numbers on it, and you'll also be able to determine how much equity is in there. There are different techniques in buying pre-foreclosure properties. You can buy them with cash. You can buy them with a hard money loan. You can get a HELOC on a loan, and there's a few others. The fastest and easiest way to pick up and take over these payments and to take over a pre-foreclosure is by doing a subject to. Doing a subject to deal is the fastest way. Again, subject to is the best tool to take over a pre-foreclosure property. The subject to is where you would take over the back payments to stop the foreclosure. That'll end everything right there, because the lender only really cares about their payment. They don't care who's paying it. They just want it paid. So once you close and doing a subject to, and we can break that down and go into further details. I tell you what, if you need further help, and if you have a deal that's real close to that, or someone is in trouble and you're trying to help that person out and you're just ready to get the paperwork and ready to go, schedule a coaching call with me. Look down below in the description and you'll see the link to schedule a coaching call, a 15-minute coaching call. At that point, you can ask your specific questions. We'll go over specific things. I can resend you what you need, and you can get everything you need to successfully close on a pre-foreclosure property and do the subject to correctly. With that subject to, you start making payments. After you've caught them up, you save the owner from going into foreclosure. Always have an exit strategy. Your exit strategy could be in 2 years, 6 months, 3 years. It depends. If it's a house that you're going to flip and sell, fix up, then your exit strategy may be a little sooner. If it's going to be a house that you're going to keep as a rental, then what you'll do is after 2, maybe 3 years, you refinance it. But at the same time, you've picked up that property subject to the existing loan. So again, subject to is a great tool to use to buy and to pick up pre-foreclosure homes. If you just need step-by-step and you want someone to walk you through that, schedule a coaching call. Look in the link below. I have a link down below where you can schedule a 15-minute coaching call session with me, and I will make sure that you have the proper tools. I will make sure that you have the proper documents. I will walk you step-by-step on exactly what to do step-by-step on closing a subject to, on taking over a pre-foreclosure home. So if I said anything thus far to get your mind going, if I said anything to help you out along this journey of real estate investing, if I said anything to help you to control your destiny, please, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Press the like, comment, let me know exactly where you are. I love to hear those, where you are in your real estate, or if you've ever ran across a pre-foreclosure that you just let go because you didn't know exactly what to do, or you didn't have the money to catch up the payments, because that's going to be key when you take over these properties. At the same time, keeping in mind that you definitely want an exit strategy, an exit plan, whether that be to fix it and flip it. And what I mean by that is to fix it up, get it ready to sell, which means you'll be selling it off, and that loan would then come out of that previous homeowner's name. Or if you're going to keep it and keep it under your trust, or keep it under your LLC and rent it out and make it a passive income, if you're going to do that, then that's another extra strategy, using it as a rental. You need to have an exit strategy as you go in, so you know exactly what to do, so you won't get stuck. If the interest rates are really, really low, or their interest rate is lower than what you can get it for, and if you refinance, then leave it in there a little longer. Do not tell the seller that you're going to refinance it next year. Just let them know that you got it, you're taking over the payments, and you got it from there, because you're doing a subject to. You now own it, you have control of the property. So I hope this video has been helpful and has given you some tips and tools on how to take over a pre-foreclosure, how to buy pre-foreclosures. Again, that is one of the best tools to use, subject to. Again, if you need help with that, I'm here. Comment in below, ask me a question in reference to this video. If you have further questions, or just really need that coaching, really kind of need that mentorship to conquer this pre-foreclosure or real estate period, then schedule a coaching call. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, click the subscribe, because we're going to have a lot of great videos that's going to be jam-packed with information that's going to help you become a better you.